Drop top, smoking on cooking the hot pot. Cooking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something. I don't trust nobody, grip the trigger. Nobody call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. It's bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas a savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My it's bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. Niggas a savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. Raindrops, drop top, smoking on cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something. I don't trust nobody, grip the trigger. Nobody call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. It's bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas a savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. All set. Records on records, got backers on backers, I'm riding around in a coupe.
What's up, everybody? My picture gonna come up sooner or later as soon as I find it. There we go. Ooh, I'm right up at the front. Hey, y'all. Hey, what is up, everybody? What is up? And y'all already know what time it is. It's time for Virtual Club Eden. Y'all know where it's always a vibe. I got my girls in the building. I'm about to bring my co-host up first. My girl, Tika Deshawn.
Listen, EJ, thank you, girl. What's good, everybody? But thank you for finally giving us that song in its entirety. The very first one. You said you want a bad what that one? Oh my God, that's the Virtual Club Eden anthem right there. Okay, thank you. What's good, everybody? I love that song.
Let me play that song a little bit longer this time.
Yes.
So I'm glad you enjoyed it. But what's good? What's good? I mean, what was your vibe check on this episode?
Girl, oh my God. It's so much. There's just so much to actually talk about in this one episode. There is like broken down into pieces, but that whole, I don't know, y'all. I don't see Madam and Concierge getting back together in the boom boom room or the Mile High Club after all of this. He said, you got the wrong one. You done started a war with you really don't know who you started a war with. And I'm just like, oh my God, here we go.
Okay.
I was there for it. You know,
okay. Every last single part of it. And y'all already know we got our other guest. We got our guest in the back. We actually have somebody new to Club Virtual Eden tonight. I forgot about that. This is our first time coming out. So, we got to bring her out first because she ain't been here before. She ain't never been here before. What's up, Letitia? What is up, boo-boo?
Hey, thank you for inviting me. I'm so glad to be here. Finally in the club.
Okay.
In the club.
Okay. You already know our next two guests are no strangers to Club Virtual Eden. They here with us every single week. Got my girl Candy Love in the building. Hey, boo.
Well, baby, I'm bad as they come. You said you want a hot one. I love King Sis. Thank you, EJ. I'm glad you played it a little longer today. I was back here vibing because Club Eden is a vibe. And I enjoyed this episode from beginning to end. And I love when Madam goes into the history books and uses those tools, and I just get excited. I'm like, dang, I wish I could be. Just not to anybody, but somebody want to call me and have me do some work for them. I got you.
Girl, you so crazy.
Hi, Tika. Hi, EJ. Hi, Letitia.
Hey. And y'all already know, got my girl. Hold on, I gotta go find her, y'all, because y'all know this thing be acting up. There we go. Hey, Tamika.
Hey, ladies. Hey, everybody.
That's good. What is good? So y'all know this chat been acting up. I'm pretty sure if y'all been on live with everybody else and y'all know the chat has been acting weird. I don't know if it's gonna come up. Sometimes it'll come up if you try to put it on the thing, but I guess it's not gonna do it today either. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on over to my YouTube page so I can see who in the building. So what's up to everybody? Just know that I am not ignoring you. I literally just can't see you in the main thing. So let me get over here so I can see you guys.
Letitia, I need you to go ahead and write your letter, sis. Go ahead. Get typed.
DeMarcus is in the building. Sherry is in the building. TP in the building. Young boy in the building. He said, "Where's Mooch? Young boy, Mooch is out of commission right now, but she gonna
Mhm.
thing as soon as she is feeling better." So we
Yes.
you asked about her though. Shout out
Mhm.
to Moochie. You know we miss her here at Club Virtual Eden. Uh,
Yes.
let me see here. Okay, so I got my thing pulled up. All right. Let's see. They need to fire whoever the choreographer is for the season. That's what Sherry Johnson said, y'all. She said she ain't feeling this choreography. And you already know DeMarcus is here with the Team Davis in the building, all that BS. Come on, DeMarcus.
Marcus.
He took another L.
Listen, EJ, after that shower dance routine, they'll never be able to top that routine. Like they'll never be. I mean, I would love
Mhm.
another dance routine that could top that whole shower dance routine ever again. So y'all just expect, but we're gonna get what we could get at this point.
Yes.
I
I
agree
think that
with
whole
you on
all the
that.
dances that season were more. We haven't seen that again.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
But that shower scene was definitely
Yeah,
on
because after
one.
they did the shower one, I was like, that's it for y'all. Y'all ain't never, ever, ever, ever,
We didn't care
ever,
about our
ever.
hair. We didn't care about our
Mm-mm.
wigs.
Okay,
We didn't care
Okay,
about nothing.
everything. Hey,
that part. But I'm gonna go around. Tika, Candy kind of gave me their vibe check on this episode. So Tisha and Tamika, I need to hear what y'all vibe check was. You can start with Tamika, and then we let Tisha go last.
Um, Davis having egg. It was good. I loved it. I loved everything about it. Davis having egg on her face like we knew she would. That was no shock to nobody. I did not need to see Babyface, but it did absolutely nothing for me.
at all.
At all. Okay. And yeah, I was just here for all the messiness. And I didn't want to see Amp and Dom either. I was like, get them off my damn screen, child. But I love seeing his mama. I want to see what she gonna be bringing. I'm here for that. So yeah.
Hey, it's like that.
I want to throw up every time they showed them.
At this point, I done got over the fact. I done got over it, y'all. Like y'all know that I ride for Madam. So Amp is Madam's nephew. So he family. Families be effing up sometimes. So he back in my good graces. Like he let's see, 900%. He about 85% in my good graces at this point, which might as well be right there.
It's not even about him being in my good graces. I just don't want to see them two together. I'm like, get them with other people. And Dom, it just comes off so phony. I want to slap her. But, I'm going to hold it.
In New York.
Okay.
So we could go give it to you, honey.
You gonna give it to
I
you.
trust Dime. I don't think you can trust Dime. I was not here for trouble in her disloyalty. She was doing too much. And I'm like, I'm just so mad that Champ is gone because of her. I can't believe she's still here. But we did get to see a new contraption. Lord have
Indeed.
mercy, God.
Indeed.
That ain't no joke.
Mhm.
Trusty Eric's talking about he ain't no joke. I mean, he's sending stuff into the club, but I don't think if when they come toe to toe, it's gonna be nuts.
Well,
I'm here for it all, though.
Yeah, it's
Again,
already wild.
Yes,
They
it
going
is.
tit for tat.
Lori is asking, is Aunt Mom Madam's sister? We don't know that yet, right, EJ?
we don't know 100%, but I am almost positive that she is. But it could be the daddy. I mean, but I'm pretty sure just because of the way that they chose the character, the way that she looks, and the way that she was calling Carla too.
Exactly.
Because that was a block call. So that has made me draw the conclusion that she is. And anybody got anything now that we on that, because I was about to make another theory video. And speaking of theories, y'all know I'm about to do it because I'm petty as hell. I'm real
Come on, Petty LaBelle.
Yes, Taylor Bell in the building. But speaking of theories, I got this new segment called EJ's Wild Theories, right? That I've been doing. I haven't been. God dang it, my thing about to come out. I don't like it. We go. My little thingy was trying to come out. But yeah, so I got this thing called EJ's Wild Theories, right? So I just be coming up with these wild theories. Is the key point to it. They might not make sense sometimes. They just theories. They just talking about it, right? So I have this theory about Quincy, one of the characters, right? The new character that we just kind of met up with, and he was out here snatching draws this episode. So I was like, shoot, who the hell is Quincy, right? I was channeling my inner Muddy, like, who the hell is he? So I decided to do a video about it. And my theory was that, actually, I think I talked about it on my live, if I'm not mistaken. I did a live recap. And my theory was that Quincy is going to be Miss Patty's son. And she's here for some sort of revenge or something like that. But then there was another young lady on the thing by the name of Stephanie. Shout out to Stephanie and her wonderful theory. She said that she thought that it was Babyface's like a long lost son. So of course I put that in my video, and y'all know we had other people who decided they wanted to come through it and talk about it, right? They wanted to talk about who could this possibly be, right? And I'm here for a good theory. I'm here for a good conversation. So let's talk about it. Hold on, we can't do that one because we got 5 people on here. Let me move this around. We're gonna have to go the other way. Okay, there we go. So I'm here for it. So I thought I would bring in some of the comments. And because I'm petty, I brought all the comments in that, everybody had to say. And shout out to everybody who always got nice things to say. Letitia left a comment. She said, I do think that Quincy is, hold on, girl, that's small. Let me get this up bigger so I can see it. Wait a second.
If it not of some sort too.
Huh?
I was just I finally could see something, girl. I got my glasses on. They working.
Hey, I don't got mine on, girl. I gotta
whoop whoop to the glasses.
Okay.
I gotta bring mine up. I gotta look on this other screen because Lord have mercy, them things be fine. Okay, so Letitia said, I do think that Quincy is an op of some sort. My first thought was that he was trying to set up Face because he felt bad for Rayshawn. Then I didn't think son, but definitely a relative of Miss Patty who was looking to avenge her, like maybe her brother. I can't stand Face anyway, so it'll be about time he got God. He ain't got to expire, but they could jack him up a little. Love that. Great theory.
Yeah. Like just a little bit. Just jack him up a little bit.
Just jack him up just a smidgen, right?
Kind words.
Very kind words, right? Then we had DeMarcus, who always got to be extra. DeMarcus in the building. Quincy isn't Babyface's son because Babyface's son was in diapers in season 1. Why do you think he couldn't have like another son somewhere? Like, you think Babyface just got one kid? Like, that's just the one that we know about. First of all, it wasn't my theory. It was Stephanie's theory, but don't be hating on Stephanie's theory like that. But then, I had another one come through. She said, he, whomever, said, EJ, I think you're way off base on Quincy. He is a cop. And how is he going to be Face's son and they almost around the same age bracket? What season did you start watching? I mean, I was there from the beginning, and I don't get your predictions because I'm gonna be extra. But plus, he saved the white guy who was undercover. Explain that, boo-boo. Explain that. That's the energy that it was given when I read it. So, I'm gonna give the same energy. Shout out to you because I appreciate you leaving a comment. I really did appreciate that. I thought that I love it when people leave comments. I love to read comments and I love to respond to them. But don't come to my page with that energy no more. Don't do that. I
love it when they're loud and wrong sometimes. I mean, it is what it is,
It's
you
a theory.
I will, because we know that Babyface was not the one that saved Casanova. We know that was Big D, Little D, Small D, undersized D. You know what I mean? So it's all good.
Useless D.
You had your 5 minutes, your 3 minutes of fame.
Exactly.
Because that's exactly what it was.
And then, when did you start watching?
Okay.
That's
Well,
when
that
I
was
pushed
struck out to
off
me. I'm like, hold
pause.
up, press pause. She been watching since they said play.
Hold on. I said today's National Pearls Day. I'm glad I wore them because I was questioning at that one. Like, wait a minute,
Yeah, like
rude.
okay,
I don't know.
rude.
This
Go
I
back
don't
to the
know
rude.
I don't
archives.
know what I did to deserve such things.
Good Lord.
You
Shout
were
out to
making
everybody.
content and they were engaging. Thank you for
Yes,
That's
and
engaging,
I
true.
Miss
love
Taylor.
engagement. That's why I wanted to make sure that I shouted them out because I love the comments. I just didn't expect to wake up to this. They chose violence. I chose love and shade. Shout out to DeMarcus in the building. Quincy not Babyface son because Babyface has a child. We know that Babyface got a child. Thank you for the $2 super chat, DeMarcus Vaughn. Appreciate you.
DeMarcus. Detective Davis is the epitome of shit face. That's what she is. Now, go somewhere. 'Cause she eats booty.
Listen,
I mean,
I think Stephanie's theory could be valid. Tika, do you think that? Because I mean, it's just a theory, but do you think it could be valid?
I mean, it could be valid. Like Babyface, they always talk about how young he looks, but how old is he actually? You know what I mean? He always complaining about his knees hurting. He could be in his 40s and could have had a 20-year-old at the age of 20. You know what I mean? He could have had a young Babyface number 2. But dude sniffing draws and you know
Honey.
that's just a little too creepy for me. So I don't know
And the
how
dance that he doing is very
Right.
TikTokish, okay? Salt shaker. So yeah, he could be Babyface's son.
or a stalker.
Okay.
could be
Why
there
are we
for
sniffing? Why are we taking under what dirty, funky drawers?
Okay, it's so many different things that it could be. But yeah, shout out to you for that. And yeah, next time leave me a theory too. So moving on from that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, if you just might as well leave me a theory too, so that way I can be like, oh, okay, you got a theory too. And shout out to Big D who did actually help Casanova. By the way, y'all, he was the one who did all of that for all the people who were watching in the beginning. Anyway, next set of theories. We had some more great comments out here. We had Airbnb cleaning specialist. I think the girl was in the room with and I think she's talking about Midnight, who wanted the R fantasy, and Q are working together. I'm still trying to figure out the why. Listen, Tisha, you think this could be like something to this one, maybe?
I'm not sure. That's a new one, but I mean, very possible. I suppose this girl came out of nowhere. Quincy came out of nowhere.
Mhm.
And the girl is creepy. I don't care because she's showing up everywhere Midnight is.
Okay.
And I feel like, and I love Midnight. He's like one of my favorite characters. But I'm like, whoa, you not thinking. He's like, he just like all about the money. He like, I don't care. Okay, if you want to hear, cool. Just give me the money. But I'm like, baby, are you looking to see why this woman just keep coming around? You need to be watching your back because you don't know what she doing.
That part. Now
And
that
that
part right
fantasy,
there.
mm-mm,
Yeah,
mm-mm.
that fantasy about to get him in trouble, y'all. And y'all already know that that's
Mhm.
about to get him in trouble. We see right where this is going.
Yeah, that
No
was
theory.
another thing about this episode. I felt like everybody is in different situations and they about to have a reckoning, and they all seem to have blinders on and making dumb decisions. And I'm like, how the hell are you thinking this is a good idea, Midnight? This is screaming you about to be set up, child. Why are we even discussing this? Like, I like some of the theories with because I was like, why do you have his drawers? I'm trying to figure that out. So I definitely could see it being either something related to it coming back to bite him. But what was her name? I don't forgot her name that damn quick.
Miss Patty.
Yeah, with Patty. Or I just feel like he could have possibly did something to a family member of this dude's. Or I was initially thinking like, well, Rashad did just finish, kind of pouring his heart out to him and saying Babyface was a bad guy. But I'm like, would he really go through all of that for somebody he don't know? But yeah, I'm liking some of these theories. There's definitely something going on.
Yeah, because you never know, and just to point out, just to continue my petty reign, in my video, I did actually say that Miss Patty's is probably Miss Patty's son, is what I think. I didn't necessarily think about being Babyface's son, but I'm with it. But I did think that maybe it's somebody related to Miss Patty. Like, it's a son, it's somebody. That storyline has to come back. So with that being said, I got another person who I love very much, and they know I'm always messing with them because they always trying to come for me. They told me, and they actually cool. They said, you know, that theory sounds ridiculous. First off, it seems that they couldn't come up with a storyline for Quincy. They're done with Miss Patty. She is an unimportant character on the show, and I forgot about her after she hit the car. Trouble is my problem, and the rest of that is about Trouble, and we'll talk about her later. But yeah, shout out to Bruce, aka Angelo, who always like to come for me in the comments. But you know, listen, bruh, at this point, I don't think my theory sounds ridiculous. I think my theory is kind of on point. It may not be right, but I think it's on point. I think that there is a possibility of them bringing back this storyline that they just dropped. And we got new writers, right? We got different writers that are writing. Is it unreasonable to think, Tika, that they would spin the block on the Miss Patty storyline since they never ever closed it up?
I think there is a possibility that they could be spinning the block on the whole Miss Patty storyline. Like you say, they never closed it up. All we know was Miss Patty hit the car, and Babyface was distraught. Like, oh my God, madam, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? So there was never any real investigation. Like there was, you know, Miss Detective Davis, she thought she had a little something on Babyface, but then she got so distracted and moved on back into the trying to take down madam. So they need to finish it. They need to bring an addition to the Miss Patty storyline. I mean, I want to see it. Because I'm sick of Babyface just like getting away with everything, or looking like it seemed like Babyface gets away with almost everything anyway. So why not torment him for a little while? Take him, you know, under the water, and then put him in the cage, drop him in the water, then bring him back up, and you know what I mean? Torture him a little bit. I'm here for it.
He needs some kind of punishment. He hadn't had any punishment.
Exactly.
Other than child support court.
Yeah.
That part.
I agree, because when Big D first came around, I thought he was going to come into play with that, since he was at the same party as them, but then that never happened.
Right.
Exactly. But I think that now that we are mixing it up with the writers and stuff like that, I feel like we're going to have to bring a lot of stuff to a close so that we can kind of start fresh with, you know, like new storylines and kind of move things along. I mean, that would be my thought process. Like, I always tell people that you suspend reality. Can y'all still hear me? I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
That you suspend reality when you look at this show or whatnot. But at the same time, I do feel like there are certain things that that just seem logical at this point, you know, and that's one of those things. Babyface literally got away with unaliving someone. You know, it may not have been on purpose, but that's a major key factor, that he unalived a person that we saw consistently on the show all the time. And it just, so I'm here for it. Let me go to some of these comments, y'all, because once again, and if you have comments on your pages that you want to highlight, just let me know so we can read the comments. But Stephanie, hey, Stephanie, girl, I've been using your thing, girl, because they was coming for me on this one, boo. I was there from the beginning also. Quincy just might be someone undercover, but Quincy targeted Babyface on purpose. I agree with you, EJ, because Miss Patty is old enough to have a son as old as Quincy. Shout out, and thank you for your theory last week, girl. I like it. We got DeMarcus that's still talking about this baby. Bruh, let it go. Remember that Linda was Babyface's baby mama in season 1, and Linda was spending the money on shoes and clothes and not on the baby. DeMarcus, I have 4 brothers. That's how that worked. 4. Like, you have 1 kid, then you can have another one and another one and another. Okay, you get it.
DeMarcus. Detective Davis is the epitome of shit face.
you don't like Detective Davis. And then our last one was said that let me see what they said. I think they just said the same sentiments. I think that Quincy is looking for his father, and he thinking that Babyface could be this father, so he is looking for his DNA. People like your theory, Stephanie, so thank you for the theory. We appreciate you, and thank you for coming through tonight. But y'all, let's go ahead and get into the episode now that the pettiness is done. Now that I've gotten it out of my system. Madam stayed in jail for 0.25 seconds, Tamika. 2.25 seconds. I don't even think it was a good minute.
It sure enough wasn't a minute. It was under a minute, baby. She had enough time to do the Vogue. Okay, her top model little stances, give a middle finger, and say bye. Davis really thought she was doing something. I love seeing the egg on her face. And then she got the nerve to be throwing back her hair and smiling. I said, yeah, that smile went away real quick. She was like, already? And I don't know why she acting shocked.
Yeah, that part. I knew that this wasn't gonna last long. I didn't think she was. I never thought that she would make it that far back either. I didn't think it was gonna be like this many seconds, but I did feel like it was gonna happen rather quickly. I never thought that Madam would actually get locked up. So there's that. Tisha, what about? Why is Davis so obsessed? Because this is like beyond just I want to get you. This is like on some obsession mess.
I don't know. I can't stand Keisha.
I know. I'll be calling her Keisha too.
Because that's how it seems like that's what all of her roles are, just very vindictive. She wants to one up everybody. She just doesn't want to lose. Something about Madam just really gets under her skin. And so she just wants to take her down. I guess in all fairness, we could say, okay, she wants to use this as her stepping ladder for her career. If you take down Madam, it'll be the best thing that ever happened, and she get all the awards and all that jazz, whatever. But she acting like it's personal. Like, I'm like, girl, did Madam take your man? What is going on? So it's very much giving obsessed. I just want to take you down because I just don't like you. It's very mean, girl.
It really is, because it's so extra. And then she called herself going undercover, and I'm like, that was like that. Well, I ain't gonna lie. That if I ain't gonna say it because I don't like her, so I can't even give a compliment. Let me just not.
She had me cracking up when she told her, "Don't hold your breath." As a matter of fact, yes, please do. Oh God.
She been eating Doc's booty.
That's what she said, Candy. I said, "Oh, is that what she was doing?"
And then we got Midnight down there. I'm like, Midnight, you booty face too. Okay.
Oh, gosh. Hey, Midnight was putting in work. Listen, y'all, we had a little incident at the club, and some of these are not really in order. I'm just talking about stuff at this point. Just some different stuff. We had this situation, Tika, where we see that Amp is, doing his thing. He's working. That's what he's supposed to be doing, working, doing the body rolls and stuff like that. And then this chick comes up and she's like, hey, can I get a private? Like, how does this work? And y'all know Madam, Madam, like, listen, you got the cash, you do what you want to do. She didn't say it like that, but we all know how the private thing works. We know that that Madam will schedule private parties, but if anything else goes down, that is between them and the dancers. And that's pretty much what Madam told her without saying it, like, explicitly, right? She decides that she wants to go over there and look at Amp. Tika, talk to us about this scene. And what was you thinking? Like, that girl was Aggie to me.
Okay, first of all, Bree was her name, but I know her as Dominique from the Country Wayne skit. She was aggravating as hell on those skits. She was aggravating as hell in Club Eden. I felt like Madam was a little too eager, or not eager, but too easily to give her this information about how privates work, because it's something just didn't feel right for me with her. She was so, oh yeah, I want a private. Like, okay, y'all do know that that's prostitution. So right. At the end of the day, that could kind of shut the show down, or at least close the door for Madam. But anyway, she decides that she wants to go and get Amp. Of course, Dime is looking like, so what you gonna do? And Amp sees Dime, and he's like, oh no, I'm good. I don't. What then she go back to Dime. He told me, he looked at me like I'm chopped liver, and I'm like, girl, shut up. She's like, I got somebody for you. They don't call him Big D for nothing. Here you go, Mr. Minute Man. Here you go. I was yeah. I was just like too much.
I said the shade and the fact that Big D was just going along. I can't even hardly call him that no more. It just irritates me to call him. The fact that Useless D Candy decided that this was a good thing. You see how he come up there when she's saying it? He acted like, I'm like, bruh, did you not just see all that shade that was just, I guess he like bumping. I'm just trying to get this money. I guess he didn't even care.
He don't care.
Girl, I'm just like, I can't even look at him the same no more. But do you think, like Tika, that there's something off with her, or that this might come back, or do you think this was just one of those one-off weirdo customers?
I thought it from the beginning when she asked Dime about it, and then she was so adamant about it, and then she talked to Madam, and then she was just so extra. And I thought Madam was gonna say, give me the money first. I thought Madam was going to say, well, I need to, you got to meet with me and give. I just thought Madam was going to ask more questions or like do a little rundown with her right quick, but she didn't. But then she went to Amp and asked him, well, like she was going to make him do it. But of course he was like, no, it was like she was begging. And I'm like, girl, as fine as you say you are and as fine as you are, like, why are you begging? And then you going back to Dime crying and whining. I'm like,
lady, like I was trash.
You are fine. You don't have to do this. Like, just go and stand still. I'm sure somebody, man, woman, a dog, child, somebody gonna pick you up, okay? Because it seemed like you just need some loving,
okay,
or a hug. Because she was doing too much. She was thirsty.
Yeah, she need a hug, a prayer, something. Somebody put on a prayer line somewhere.
Like, gracious, girl, calm down.
Too much. Okay, so we actually have talked about this a little bit already. It was the basis of our responding to the comments. But there was a moment where Trouble walks in on Quincy snatching draws, right? But I want to shift the conversation a little bit. I want to shift it to Trouble, because once again, we have Trouble walking in, catching somebody doing something. She always I would say, I can't say the wrong place. She don't supposed to be there, but she just happens to be in places where stuff be going down, and she always seems to see something, right? Even though she's not supposed to be there, right? However, what are your thoughts more so about Trouble not even going to Madam and saying anything? We know she don't like Babyface, so I never expected her to say one darn word to Babyface. But right now, she been trying to get in Madam's good graces. I don't understand. This is one of Madam's main dancers, right? One of her main dancers, and we know how Madam feel about her main dancers. And I might have answered my own question, but because I just had a thought that came through there.
You definitely took my thoughts, because when she goes to Madam right after this, I'm thinking she's going to tell her about what she just saw so that she can use that as some type of leverage for something, not her saying, well, I took out Champ for you, so I deserve to be on the stage. I'm like, girl, what? And no, you did not take him out for me. You took him out for yourself so you can still sit here and be breathing. Like, what are we talking about?
You're gonna be telling what you just saw, and then let Madam say, well, you know what, since you gave me that, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a try out on the main stage, with the VIPs. But instead of that, you come in looking like a little sad puppy begging for a job instead of doing what you're supposed to do. You a snitch anyway. You will tell it. That's part of moving up, is saying what you got to say. And I saw Salt Shaker taking Babyface draws.
I love Salt Shaker.
But the question I have though is, while she was talking about what he doing back there, what was you doing?
She was
That's
going to
not
midnight.
Your locker room either.
She always be back there.
So, okay. But I'm just saying, like, girl, you had no business being there. So my question was, what was she doing back there? What was her reasoning?
She was going to tell me.
To answer your first question.
Yeah, girl. She was coming back to talk about Midnight, but she just always there. She just
always.
Because that's what she want to be.
Her name is Trouble, and that's exactly what she finds, what she gets into, what she runs from. All of it is always trouble. But she had got the nerve to have an attitude and be mad. Baby, you made that choice. You didn't have to offer Champ. Now you mad at yourself, but now you want to take it out on everybody else. Because your disloyalty, ma'am, I'm not with that.
Okay. That part.
Trouble is
Demarcus said they
asking
would
for
need
trouble.
Casanova to lock up Madam. No, sir. Goodbye. No, we not doing that. Casanova still got a video out there on him, and I'm sorry if I'm Madam, I'll use it. Sir, no, sir. When it's time for stuff to really hit the fan, Madam got some stuff, and all of it is against these ridiculous popos. They is just done too much. They don't went too far to try to get Madam. Like all the things that they've done, they've compromised everything. And we could really just go into this whole there is no case. There is no case. Madam shouldn't have even been arrested. They didn't even have enough to really arrest her. You cannot arrest somebody for an accessory to murder, but let the murderer go. That's crazy to me. Stupid.
It's backwards.
That's got to be the most backward thing. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Quincy has an agenda. We don't know quite what Quincy's agenda is, or if it could be just like Tamika and I said, it could just be nothing. It could just be that he was sitting up there listening to Rayshawn and was like, let me go get this ninja back. You know what I'm saying? For you. Let me help you. You know, maybe Rayshawn has this spirit about him that just makes people want to help him, kind of, sort of.
You know EJ, they do. You know they want to help him because he had his coloring book upside down again this episode. Every time I go in the locker room, he got that coloring book upside down.
Okay. Stephanie said, I think that Bree was originally supposed to blast Madam in particular because she mentioned a private party and Madam is the person to talk with in regards to that. I can't see the rest of it. Okay, maybe that's it. Who knows? You know? Who knows? But that, because you know what? That chick wasn't the same chick though. Yeah, that wasn't the same chick. I think I know what you're talking about. I think they just look alike. The one who came in later with the bomb, y'all. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. With the thing that blow up. I already said it, but I won't say it. Yeah, with the flashlight. Those are two different women. I think they.
Yeah, somebody left a comment underneath my video saying that, and I went back and I'm like, they do. They look similar, but it did look like it was a different person.
Yeah, they're definitely two different.
Talking about the one that wanted to dance and the one that wanted the brought the flashlight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brianna was brown skinned. The other girl was like.
I was gonna say they didn't look nothing alike to me. So
yeah,
skin tone different,
eyes
different.
Yeah,
I think it's just the darkness of it. You know how this show is, all the dark lights and stuff. It just kind of got people looking similar.
No, they just weren't paying attention.
People looking similar. This was funny to me. I'm not messing with her. You see, I'm rolling right on past her. I'm not messing with her today. Extra. See, I put on my petty meter. She want to put hers on two octaves up. I mean, we staying on petty one.
We're not giving no excuse.
Petty one, petty one. That's where we stay at. Tommy, speaking of petty, Tamika, and just crazy, we got to make sure that that Tandy wins this election by any means necessary. And when I tell you that Tommy can do absolutely anything that he wants to do, Tommy done walked into a place where they have the voting ballots. He done switched out the voting ballots, just done walked out with this big bright thing. It's red, it's blue, it's white, it's big. He done walked away with it and switched it out with another one. That means he walked in with another one and walked out with one. Now, I'm sure, they probably came up with some nice little ruse because, they good for ruses. We saw that when they went and kidnapped Lotus, right? So I guess it's safe to say Tandy's going to win this election, right?
Oh, yeah. Tandy's definitely about to win, honey. She about to win. She going to be a winner. But I don't know if she going to be a winner because she still ain't do what Madam told her to damn do. But anyway, nonetheless, I digress. This part was so freaking funny to me. I said, I know Tommy is not that damn slow. When she said, get rid of it, I don't give a damn. You eat it.
She said, when you shit him out, you better not you betray.
The way he started
that line was so crazy to me, and he was standing there thinking about how he was gonna do it. I was like, Tommy, I know damn well, like, we not really stopping to think about it. She like, I'm joking with you, Ninja. Just get rid of him. Oh God, that cracked me up.
I think he do stuff to get a rise out of Madam sometime. Like, like, sir,
Tommy
if you're
just
gonna
don't be
put them things in the
thinking.
shredder and the acid, because listen, we not gonna get
Okay.
caught.
Oh Lord, yeah. And the fact that he told Blue it was a 2-man job, where the hell is she going? She was like, I ain't got time for this. You handle that.
At all.
Okay. Listen, Blue got PTSD like a mug, and we know that. We know that she is definitely going to be suffering from that. So, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's talk about our favorite person in the room. Our favorite person, because Tika loves him, we love him, okay? Because Tika loves him so much. We are gonna love on Fuego today. Listen, y'all gonna hear this from me one time and one time only, okay?
No, we don't want that fake love. We don't want that fake love.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I was about to, what?
Don't
Dang,
do it.
that's messed up.
Don't do it.
So
Stick
I
to the
can't.
plan. Stick to the plan.
So I can't say nothing about Fuego.
You're not telling lies up here.
Hey, go.
I'm not finna lie.
Yes, you are.
I'm about to tell the truth, the whole truth, and
not even
nothing
the
but
truth.
the truth.
Okay.
So help me.
All right, go ahead.
The right hand. Put the left hand up. It's the closest one to the thing. So help me. All the Queen's men. Listen.
Exactly.
What?
Now you didn't say, "So help me, God." You said, "Help me, all the Queen's men." Okay, I got you.
You're gonna need that
All
help.
the Queen's
Go
men.
ahead.
Yeah, right. So what I was gonna say was, this is for you, Tika. This is specifically for you, because I do feel like, after hearing what, Tika, I need you to fix your face. I do feel like, after Fuego's father said, you know, how old girl Sandra was like, she didn't say exactly what it was, but it sounded quite awful. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, Madam, I think you might have went too far this time. Like, the one part was, you know, it is what it is. We had to get Fuego in line. I get that, right? But did we have to do the extra stuff that might have happened to this young lady? Like, did we have to go that far? So when Fuego get activated, I ain't gonna say nothing, but it is what it is. But he better come with his A game. Now, that's all I got to say about that. Oh, that was hard for me. Okay, Tika, you can go ahead and talk about Fuego now.
Listen, the only thing I think Fuego may have done that may have been a mistake was calling the police station himself. I'm like, bruh, all of this modern technology that you have, that you can locate people, you can tap into people's personal files and all this stuff. Why didn't you, disguise your voice? You calling, you know good and well that there's a possibility that somebody can go back and see who it was that actually called in this anonymous phone call to tell where this girl's body was. Now, we don't know if her father is going to, push it even further. But yeah, madam, you dirty something. Because why would you basically, when it sounds as if she just, I said what I said, she just had her face disfigured, had her body, who knows about the body part, but at least she probably had her face messed up so badly that no one could actually identify her. And that's just, that made me sick just to hear that. And, it's going, I don't know if he had that police report or if he's going to get access to the police report to see exactly what that police report says. But if he does, it's definitely going to change Fuego. The loyalty to Madam may be out the door.
It's a possibility.
When Daddy said, I don't want to say what they did, I took it, my mind went to Grape. Essay.
Oh, I didn't think that. I thought that they maybe dismembered her, like, what I'm saying, like they did some, like,
her face,
disfigured her or something like this. I thought what Tika thought. I didn't think that at all.
Okay.
I mean, you might not be the only person, Tamika.
Right.
What were your thoughts?
Listen, part of me, I didn't know if Daddy was, I don't feel like he would, though. He's too distraught probably to just be being extra to see what the hell Frager was going to be saying or doing. But I agree that was a mistake. As soon as he was calling from that phone, I'm like, I hope this boy is smart. I hope it's something that he had that's a scrambler or something he switched in the damn phone. Because I'm like, wait, you calling from your phone at your house and you talking in your regular voice. Like, we can't play these recordings and this can't track back to you. And you are literally the person that's usually, hacking and knowing all the different stuff with technology. That was just crazy to me. But again, you also are being emotional with this. So all logic is probably out the window. And then, you consoling her daddy and we talking about how you going to come to funeral. When he said, because when he said we can't have an open casket, I'm thinking it's because of the pop in the head. When he was like, no, the autopsy, the man, coroner said don't even read that because it was all this extra stuff. I'm like, well, what the hell did they do to her? So, yeah, I definitely see that being an issue. And I definitely see him hacking in to read that report. And whatever it's going to say, I don't know. It's not going to be good for Frago. And I'm like, come on, Frago. I'm trying to root for you. I'm trying to hang in there with you.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, that was a weird move. I was wondering why he did that from his phone, because when Madam said something about it, when she brings him the thing, she's like, if you go there, so I was like, is he gonna take his behind there? Like, I hope he doesn't take his behind there.
Right.
But then he's gonna put himself in the place, like, how in the world did you know where this, like, then you're gonna really set yourself up, like, it's gonna be stupid, basically, So I was hoping that he didn't do that, but I also never expected him to make a phone call from his phone in his location where he at, because we also got this unknown person. We know who it is, but he has an unknown person that has been paying attention to his every move and that is clearly able to out hack him. So those were the things that I was more concerned about, and just like, what are we doing here? And I also feel like Sandra's father is being nice now, but as soon as he gets out of his emotional state, he will really start to think about, how did this body turn up right after I talked to you? You know what I'm saying? Because to me, if you coming to me and talking to me, you still think I had something to do with it. Mm-hmm. That's what I think. And now the body just pop up.
And concierge is always listening and looking and lurking. He could very well say, hey, this goes to Madam. He could, concierge is, listen, it could go any kind of way. Yeah, it could go any kind of, he could put it out there.
I could be far off, but I don't trust the daddy. And El Fuego, I was thinking, sir, you're the tech guy. Maybe I just assumed, okay, you're the tech guy, you must know what you're doing. Because that call was just crazy. So I don't know if they're in cahoots. But I do think when he does get activated, it's going to be a whole mess. Hopefully, he is smart enough to outmaneuver whoever else is hacking him. But we will see how it goes. Otherwise, he's going to be gone.
Yeah, because hopefully he's smart enough to find the right side of this, because I'm just saying that we need to be on the right side, Fuego. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not even saying that that's not even messed up, because it was messed up. It was jacked up. She was an innocent in all of this. Did Fuego need to get in line? Yes, but did we have to go this far? Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
But I wouldn't be mad if he pulled a Junior. You know what I'm saying? If he built a team and played.
Oh Lord, not Junior.
Wow,
I was trying my hardest not to think about him. Ooh.
I'm just saying that would be, yes. Of course, concierge will have to back him because we need the power and the money and the connections and all that kind of stuff, whatever. Yeah, but if they built a network to be a formidable sparring partner to Madam, that would be very interesting.
Dang, yeah, directly on the inside. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I said that too. I said that if that the only, like, when he get activated, that he would either like get in cahoots with concierge, because the concierge already has contact with him. So all he has to do is use him the same way he tried to use Carla. Like, that, to me, that would be the best play. Even though I would hate it, at the same time, I think it would be a great play. Yeah. But I would just not like it because I like to look at Fuego and he's not gonna be here no more. So sad.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I mean, them body rolls be rolling. Fuego can dance.
He can.
Yeah,
He can.
He really can. And he gonna be out of there. And then what? Then who
And
we gonna
then
look at?
what?
He was the only nice one, but he about to get unnice. Candy, this show,
Heavenly Father.
dumb favorite person right here. And I know this ain't his fault, but I got a twofold question. First part is to you, Candy. We know he get here, he about to put his whole place on fire, as you say, because he got lighter fluid and he got all sorts of stuff just ridiculous, right? He about to finally burn the shirt. Okay, that part I can get with. Okay, we're finally about to burn the shirt, but we finally look in there, because the first thing I would have did when I got it was open it and make sure that it indeed was the shirt. Now I could take this back to Madam as well, because why you didn't open the thing, but I'm not really that mad at her. She's just trying to clean up a problem that she didn't create. However, why nobody ain't looking at this shirt? Candy, talk about your boy, because
I asked that question last week. Like, what if that ain't the shirt, or what if the shirt ain't in? I didn't know what was going to be in the package. I just had an idea that it wasn't going to be the shirt, or it wasn't, a shirt or the shirt. I didn't know what was in there. And when I saw that, and he was like, "This ain't the shirt," I'm like, "What the, sir? What is going on? What did she take? How many shirts did she take? Like, what are we doing?" And you setting the fire in your apartment, sir. Yeah, no. And then when he was talking to Midnight, he said, I got the package. I got it. This is the shirt right here. He said, "I know that way where I met they dog walk met him out this building for it." I said, Midnight was the only one that was thinking, like, you need to get out of here. Like, why are you here with this shirt? And then you go home and pour lighter fluid in a tin pan or whatever, and then you look in the package after the fact, and it's not even the shirt. Sir, what are we doing?
The same package.
Just jump in there, okay? Just jump in the fire and just let it do what it do, okay? At this point, you're useless.
Useless, but you're good to look at. Fine and dumb.
He was so fine. I love a man when they wear them hoodies and a vest. Jesus Christ. And he had the glasses. Oh, God,
girl, can I get an amen? Can we get a hallelujah up in here? That man know he fine with his dumb self.
He fine.
Okay.
He fine and dumb. I think he had a coloring book upside down.
Okay, because Doc be doing the absolute most. I used to think that Doc, I was like, okay, Doc got some sense. At this point, Midnight is the only one who got a little bit of sense.
For now.
You know what I'm saying? For now, because he about to be on the dumb list eventually too. Tinka, this is my second part of the question. Lola. Did Lola just is Detective Davis just that smart and anticipated this, or is Lola still playing them stupid games? Which one you think it is?
I don't know if Lola is playing the games. I think that when Lola was in the police department at the same time as Detective Davis was watching, like, what you doing in here? It's after your time. You normally be home by now. I'm thinking Davis could have went ahead and moved that situation, moved the actual t-shirt out of that package just in case, because she don't really trust Lola like that, because Lola had some dealings with Madam. There was a lot. So Davis might have been smart this time. I don't want to give her too much credit, but she might have been smart this time and moved that t-shirt up out of that cage, and Lola just grabbed the wrong thing or grabbed what she thought, because we never saw which t-shirt she actually took. Hell, when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, she got the t-shirt. Like, he got the t-shirt, he got it back." But then he said it's the wrong one, so I don't know. Davis might have put one on us all.
Okay, and y'all already know DeMarcus said Davis is just that smart. The lies you tell. But anyway, on this one, if she did indeed change it out, I feel like she was thinking 2 steps ahead, because she knows that Madam is always come out on top. And the fact that she let her go so quickly when she let her go and she didn't put up such a big fight, that kind of let me know that maybe she knew something that maybe we didn't know, because it just wasn't a huge push. Tisha, what you think? Is Davis just that smart, or is this Lola, playing a game again? Because we know last time Lola said that she was, on the side, she ended up going right back. And she was in that little meeting with the judge and everybody when everybody decided they was gonna, flip the script again. I can't remember what season, but you know what I'm talking about, back in the day.
Mhm. I'm not gonna give either one of them that much credit, although I do agree with you that she must have known something, and that's why she didn't do a big push at the arrest. But Lola, she strikes me as very flaky. Like, even when she had the 5 seconds to go in there and get that, why was she searching all around? Well, girl, didn't you scope out the thing in the first place? Why didn't you put it in a spot where you just go in there, grab it, 1 second, 2 seconds, you out? She searching high and low. And I'm like, what in the world? So I was like, what kind of execution was this? This was not, I didn't like her plan. But I hope she wasn't playing around, because, she already been in a position where Madam wasn't playing with her. So I don't know why she would put herself in that position again, because ain't no place she can go where she can hide.
Okay, because
So,
she about to get hung up again, Tamika. She
girl,
about to be hung up. She about to be hung up from the ceiling again. What is the deal with Madam and these contraptions, y'all? Like, goodness gracious alive. Like, what are we doing here? Tamika, I want to start out with you, because I feel like you got a dumber than a cockroach in you somewhere. Midnight is moving very, very, I don't like it, but I can't really be too mad at Midnight just yet. And the only reason why I say that is because this is what he typically does. This is his normal. Women have been doing this. But this one right here is a little extra. And I feel like his radar is not on. Why is she in your room like this? And all you can be is cocky. Like, oh, I know why. Talk to me about this scene. What were your thoughts? And, go ahead and put it all out.
Yeah, she definitely was doing way too much. I was getting pissed off with him with this, like, oh, I've never been with a man like this before, and I don't know. And I don't know what I want to do. Can I tell you? Are you sure I can tell you? Like, and then, no, not here. We're going to set up a place. I'm going to let you know where it is, and you're going to come in, and we're going to play, you're going to attack me. Like, no, ma'am, why would we agree to something like this? I'm hoping that he is smarter than this, and he just playing along with her, and he ain't really going to do that dumb shit, because our child, I can't. And then we proceed to, we could get into some things now. We're going to go to lunchtime. I need Midnight, okay?
To stop thinking with the D.
Like, I was so mad. I'm like, how is this even a conversation?
No,
I just can't.
I mean, he went in though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he sure did. He was leaving no crumbs.
Well, y'all, he did everything with precision. He moved the hair slowly. And then he went down slowly.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Jesus, like, why you had to move her hair? Like, why was that in the way?
But does this really shock anybody? Because we saw what he did. Y'all remember we called it the blow popping situation with the face mask and if he would go as far as that to the darn choke the girl out till she passed out.
Right.
And then bring her back. Like, this is right here didn't surprise me. But like you said, EJ, him not paying attention, like what you doing in this room, and you all sniffing, and like she giving me either stalkerish vibes, or you done scarred somebody in my family vibes, or I don't know.
Yes.
Because how you know where the VIP room, how you know, and why that room don't have a door on it, madam?
That part.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Like, why that room don't have a door on
Everybody
it?
just walking in here, and it's supposed to be VIP, and everybody just walking around in here. Tisha, like, it's Midnight. Okay, so there are a couple of things that's probably going to happen. They're finally giving Midnight a storyline, which I'm actually happy for that. Midnight is the only person you know, and this is just based off of my little history with this show, just my little history, that stuff I know about the show. I don't feel like Midnight has had a storyline. I don't feel like, I know that we've had the little things that he get involved in, but they're not real storylines. Babyface has had a full-blown storyline. I feel like multiples. I feel like Doc has had several of them. Amp, of course, Amp is sort of like a main character to me, because he was what the book was actually written around. If we go there, we have we can't count Tommy because he ain't really had a storyline either, but we know what Tommy's position is, and we see that they are building a storyline around Blue, and she also had one back in the day with the Devil in the Blue Dress, right? So
Right.
everybody has pretty much had a storyline except for Midnight. So we're bringing him in, and I don't think that we keep bringing this woman up for any reason. Like, I don't think she is just this regular that's just popping up. When we saw that little girl that he was passing out, she was for a reason. She was to bring us to the money, right? Like,
Yeah,
but that
with
wasn't a
Red.
storyline either. That was just him doing what he always do. This, to me, is Midnight about to get into some stuff. What you think about to happen?
You know what? I'm not sure, but I feel like he about to get got, or at least potentially get got. He because she's not a random. She's Renee. And
Mhm.
we didn't know any of those other girls' names. And he didn't care. He didn't even care when she told him. But we knew it was significant. And here she goes showing up, place after place. And I don't know why he's not thinking when she says, "Hey, I want you to come to a certain place." Nah, buddy. Nope. Do not do it. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Please, just stay in your own lane, in your own house, and keep it moving. But I think he's gonna get hemmed up. I'm gonna say that. I don't think they're gonna take him out or anything like that. I don't know what her motivation behind it is. She could just be a stalker.
Yeah.
I just recently saw something on Tubi where this girl was making deliveries, but she was a big fan of this star, this disgraced star, and she was like his biggest fan. She's his biggest stalker, and she took him hostage. So I think we need to beware of Renee.
Yeah, I think so. And
Mhm.
I think the fact that we're coming about with this whole fantasy thing, I think where the story is going to go, and this is just another one of my wild theories, it may be true, it may not be true. Who knows? And yes, I am still absolutely being petty and still going back to it. I can't help it. I'll get over it. But there's this part where, in my mind, I think that what's going to happen is that we're going to have Midnight fall for this whole thing, right? And that she's going to set up this whole situation. Everything is going to be fine, right? I don't think that it's going to be a setup in the sense of something's going to happen then. I think that it's going to be the age old story of, we're going to do this and it's going to look like what it's supposed to look like. It's going to look like this fantasy. But then Midnight is going to realize that she's doing too much. He does not keep these women. Like, once he's done, he's done. And when
Right.
he's done with her, then she is going to bring back this situation, because I would even say that she's probably videotaping it or something. I feel like there's something that's going to be some sort of proof that is going to put Midnight in the hairs of this woman, and it's going to be because he rejects her. It's
Right,
not
like
going to
a
be
scorned
because she's
lover.
just, it's not going to be just because she's doing this. Like, it's not going to start out that way. This is going to be her reaction to his rejection, or when she sees him with one of these other women, because he got him on the calendar. And even though she knows this, I feel like she feels a little bit special right now, if you know what I mean.
Well, we'll
And I
know if he says that somebody doesn't show up. We're gonna know something.
That part.
Mhm.
So we gonna see.
And then every time he always whatever the conversation is before, he's like, "Shit, you paying?" That's his motivation. You paying, and I'm like, okay, one day that money ain't gonna pay enough. You gonna be in a
Mm-hmm.
hot spot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
DeMarcus, yes, Kasha was Lynn's daughter. I don't know what that. I don't even know how you know her name, but yeah, she was the daughter of the lady who Madam stuck with the diabetic needle, but that was also Paul's sister. I believe that's his name, Paul, because Red was the other one, and then it was Paul.
Mm-hmm.
But that was also Paul's sister. But yeah, that's who she was. But that still wasn't like a storyline to me. That was a storyline for Madam. That was to find the money. That wasn't like a real Midnight thing. But this right here, we gonna either see Midnight, and then that would be interesting if she somehow is able to kidnap him. That would be interesting. That would definitely be a twist. Like, I'm just looking for some different stories to go into this. I just feel like now that we're entering another stage of writers and stuff like that, I feel like there's so many different ways that we could go with these different stories that could be really, really interesting. I feel like Fuego getting dark would be interesting. Why keep making Fuego this good guy when everybody around him is horrible? Like, let's just keep it real. Why are we doing this to him? Let's make Fuego bad too, because I feel like Fuego could be a good bad guy. When I say good, I mean, like, I feel like he could do it just as good as they can, if not worse. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that would be exciting to see. And maybe that's just me wanting to see some dark stuff. I don't know.
No, it's a good turn.
It would turn everybody seeing their audience is kind of seeing Fuego as they call him, a simp or whatever the case may be. He's not, I don't know how to describe it because I don't see him that way, but I know that they're not looking at him with the potential of being a concierge or a bad guy type individual. So I would love to see that, not just because it's Fuego, but because it is Fuego. Just to see him go to the dark side. Y'all want him on the dark side bad enough, he's gonna go, but it might be opposing y'all favorite person. So, you know.
He could be a good antagonist. He could be a good one for, you know, he could be good. I think he could, because he has the innocence of him. He's already innocent, so he can remain innocent and still be bad at the same time.
I was about to say, what he could use the nice guy as his front. I mean, because what if he's Concierge's other brother?
Ooh,
that could be interesting. I would be here for something like that. I would be here for anything that is that doesn't always give Madam the one up. Yes, I love Madam. Everybody knows that. I don't have to say that again and again and again, but y'all know it. I love her, right? And I think she does no wrong, and there is a justification for everything, and people do come for her, right? However, it gets boring if she is always just not challenged. That's why I love the concierge so much, because I feel like he challenges her. And I feel like they're going to go tit for tat. But I want there to be somebody else who challenges her. That's why I love Carla so much. Carla's a great person for them to bring more in. Not that Carla ever going to be able to get at Madam like that, because she got the scar to prove it. But it's the way that she doesn't like bow down to Madam like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you stabbed me, but B, I still don't like you. B, you ain't the boss of me. But yeah, I know you probably will cut me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she still goes in hard. And that's what I love about that. I love those dynamics of that, because you need that in the show. Yes, we know Madam is the boss. Yes, we know that she is the bad B, right? But however, we need some challenges against her, right? And Concierge can't do this the entire time, because most of the time we really do just want to see them bumping and grinding. We need somebody else, okay? But because we know we're not gonna get back there anymore. I'm just over it.
Letitia, you need to see that episode that I was dressed up like Carla.
Neck brace and all.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I like Carla though too.
I do too.
I like her.
Absolutely. So, but yeah, so I'm not sure what this comment is. It says it's Sandra's father, not his father. I'm not sure what that's about, but yeah,
We know that's Sandra's poppy.
Yeah. But yeah, I would love to see that. Like, I would absolutely love to see that. I think that would be dope. I hope that they find it in their hearts to write in this storyline and go ahead and give us a little bit of edge. You know what I'm saying? And I'd also love to see one of the dancers turn against her, but it got to be a dancer that I really just don't care about. Well, I guess Fuego technically is a dancer, but I mean, like, but Fuego ain't got an alliance. Trouble, that's the one. Thank you, because that's where we going next. Right on into Trouble. Is Trouble going to give Madam some opposition? Is Trouble going to go to the dark side? I just feel like we gotta have some people that's gonna do the opposite. She wanna be so part of this so badly, but right now she mad. Now I do want Trouble to be gone, but I think she's good for TV right now. Like she's good as a little, like she just Aggie.
Oh Lord, I want Trouble in the ground, child. I want Trouble in the ground, and Davis can follow right behind her too. Like her sitting there grilling Madam with her damn red hair, giving her the evil faces when she told her that's not how this works, that's not how any of this works. Like that's not what life is. You don't come in here demanding no shit. What made you think you could do that? I just don't get it. Like, have you learned nothing? Well, obviously she haven't since she been here. No.
Trouble hasn't learned anything, but what I don't understand about Madam is why she keep giving her passes.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? It's like she has some kind of special place in her heart for Trouble or something. Because ain't no way. She already been disloyal. She causing you all kinds of trouble, time spent, wasted, money wasted. She got you in trouble with the boys. I forgot what they called the Rock Boys, something.
Yeah.
Black Rock.
But I even at one point I felt like Blue was having a soft spot for her. I don't know if it's gonna be more to this. Maybe once, if it does end up being more, then maybe I'll feel a different way. But right now, I'm like, please roll this chick up in the ground somewhere.
That part.
The only thing in that entire scene was Rayshawn talking about he would be the president of her fan club.
Yeah, and then she was being all evil to Rayshawn. I'm like,
I hate. That's the only thing I don't like it when anybody is mean to Rayshawn, because he don't know. He knows. He just he's another one with a soft heart. And he was concerned. He was like, did you just see Madam get, ushered up out of here? You know what I mean? Like, is she okay? And, he was really concerned. But because Trouble is, not only is she mad at Madam, but she just took somebody out. And this is like her first person, at least that we've seen her actually take out. So you it's like, I did this for you, but no, in actuality, no, you did it for yourself so that you could stay alive, or so that you could stay around. So I don't know. I just want her to go on vacation too. Just go on vacation. Put her in the box. Go on vacation. Trouble.
Oh, Trouble. But Trouble be making that money. And I don't think she's ever had anything like Trouble. She even says it on one episode in some season. I can't remember what season it was. And I think that's the thing that gets that allows Trouble to get saved. But I don't think that Trouble is going to keep getting that grace. I think that if Trouble makes another mistake, that grace is going to be gone. Madam don't give away too much grace. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was making Trouble, like, she's trying to get Trouble to see, but Trouble just don't want to see what it is. Trouble just thinks that she should just, like, I should just be a part. Like, if I ask, I should just be a part of it. No, the only reason why you had to unalive Champ was because you and Champ decided to go and do some dumb stuff that messed with my business, that once again I had to clean up. But instead of me actually going all the way and cleaning it up, I made you clean up your own mess. That doesn't give you a pass because you cleaned up your own mess. That doesn't make it to where, oh, now you get to be in the thing. I feel like, yes, she caught a body. Yes, Madam could let her be on the main stage, but I feel like this is still a lesson at the end of the day. And the only reason why she's not letting her on the main stage is because of this very reason, because Trouble feels entitled to it. Doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Quick question. Didn't they let Trouble dance one time for some?
No, she got up there on her own.
Well,
when Dom had to kick her off the stage that time. Okay. And then
she learned the routine or something?
They did let her dance one time.
Yeah, you're talking about when who was out? Was it was one of them that was out and she ended up doing it. I remember what you're talking about.
Okay.
Amp, yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
Okay.
But yeah, she did.
When Amp got popped and couldn't get on the stage.
Okay.
Yeah, that sure was the episode. So yeah, she done got up there before. Maybe she just, and then she feel a way about Big D coming up there. So I mean, goodness gracious. I'm not saying that I don't understand Trouble. I'm just saying that she is irritating and she do the absolute most. And all of her troubles are caused by herself. So no, you don't deserve to be on the. It's like a kid. You got to teach them a lesson. Mm-hmm. And she got to learn her lesson.
In that way, though. She walked in on 10 like, I'm that chick. I'm that. She walked in up top.
Like she
Girl,
deserves something special.
bring it on
Absolutely.
down. Calm
Somebody
down.
said Trouble's time is limited. And then Zamarcus said we need to watch out for Tony. And we're going to talk about her here shortly. Patrice Ellis definitely needs to return as Lady Bird and go against Madam Negative. She needs to stay where she's at, because that is not going to be good for her. But anyhow, Tandy, D.A. Rods. I mean, this is the age-old story. We want to see if Tandy is still on our side or not, and we don't know because Madam just got away again with a yes or a no. Tika, is Tandy on Madam's side? Well, I'm sorry, not a yes or no. Madam or D.A. Rods? Is Tandy on Madam or D.A. Rod's side?
Madam.
Tamika?
Madam.
Candy?
Madam.
Tisha?
Madam, by default.
Okay. I think so too. I think that that's the one that she should go with, but sometimes I don't know. Sometimes she be weird.
Yeah, because I was trying to understand why was we still standing here talking about, oh, you wanted to see me, and having a conversation, and oh, you know I got your back, girl. Girl, you supposed to be taking her out. If you don't, you about to be in the damn ground. Which part y'all don't understand?
Okay.
I'm
And that
like,
part. Hold on, y'all. Let me.
But I feel like I feel like Madam is still gonna give her some time though, because they need her to be mayor. So she can, do whatever Madam wants her to do.
Right.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean she can't be tortured the whole way.
Baby, she's gonna be tortured when she get there.
That part. Babyface was so aggy in this. He was just doing the absolute most. Didn't care about Tandy's feelings at all. Tandy say, look, I gotta win this election because Madam is gone. And she didn't say all that, but y'all know exactly what she
did. This was so much given desperation, because I said, why is he even still there? She talking about you ain't gonna have no cave, and he said, am I gonna still get the car? That was funny. I said, why are you still there? Why do you even still have a roof over your damn head? And baby, y'all did not need to have him turn around and pull his pants down. I was just over it. I said, please get this behind out of my face.
Okay, that part. All right, so we got one last thing to talk about. Oh, two things to talk about. We'll talk about this one and then we'll talk about the other one. Oh, girl, we knew this was gonna happen, Tika. Just tell us about it, because we knew it was coming.
Yeah, she got snatched up. She got caught. She was the one that brought in the flashlight. Blue went back and checked the cameras and realized, okay, this is who it is that brought it in. Snatched the girl up, took her back to the room where the head vice grip is located, and every question that she didn't answer, the vice grip got tighter and tighter and tighter until they figured out, okay, concierge had you bring this flashlight, because I'm gonna use flashlight, into my club. She says, I got my son or my child. I was trying to take care of my child. I needed money, honey. You, at the end of the day, none of that really mattered to Madam. Once you got caught, you got caught. At the end of the day, when you got the flashlight in the club, you should have took your behind out the club. Like, you shouldn't have been around for them to realize that you were the one that brought the flashlight in the club. And so, anyways, the splatter was there. It was just like, oh, my head, I got a headache for a while. So yeah, they come up with the most diabolical torture techniques that you could ever think of.
Okay, never want to be on her side.
I felt bad for Ladarius. R.I.P. to him. I knew that thing. As soon as he kept saying, "Can I keep this?" I said, "That's about to blow." He's talking about how bright it is. I said, "Lord, that's the only thing that's bright. All he got is damn slow."
He would play like hot potatoes, like, woo.
Let me tell you a scary story. Blue, you want to hear?
Right. I knew it was coming. I said, Lord have mercy. Okay. People did not read the room
at all. I'm like, he was horrible security anyway.
With that tape across your nose.
Okay, just horrible.
But that situation that did happen though, in Blue, the way she was looking, oh my gosh, I thought she was about to go into a combat flashback. And she was not okay.
No.
And then she was working the next day. I was like, oh my gosh. I just felt so bad. Her eyes were just, bugged out, and it just
Yeah,
was
man.
crazy.
Body
Yeah,
part
she
Magnolia.
definitely got PTSD, and she needs to talk to somebody. What if it was
Mhm.
Blue that decided that she no longer? Because I think somebody said that, but I don't see it happening. But what if Blue did come to some epiphany that she no longer wanted to be in this lifestyle that she's in with Madam? I don't think it'll happen, but what do you think, Tamika? Do you think that's ever a possibility?
Uh, I don't think it's gonna be to that extent that she wants to go, but I do think maybe some of those feelings are gonna come up, especially since they brought back the woman that she was used to be in the service with, and she's kind of talking about how her life has changed and how she's seeking therapy. I don't think they're doing all of that for no reason. So I'm curious to see which way they're gonna go. Because somebody has said in my comments, like, well, why Blue all of a sudden talking about she got something to do, since when she hurries up to leave, Madam, and go home. And I'm like, I think she just was like, man, I had it. I done flew across the damn ground from this damn light, flashlight or whatever. Like, she probably just want to go home and relax, relate, release. But I don't know. I don't see her not being there with Madam, though, from how they, relationship is.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think there's ever. I think Tommy and Blue would have to be unalived in order for them to ever turn on her. But we do know that the concierge got denied into the White House, which tells us that Madam has sent a package to the White House to somebody at the White House, and I felt like it had to do with the thing from when the dad told her to get close to somebody's daughter. I don't know if it's president's daughter, somebody's daughter. She's supposed to get close to. I feel like it had something to do with that. So I feel like we're about to go for another round of tit for tat again here. But what I really want to talk about is this right here. There's a whole conversation we can have about this right here. And it's an interesting one. And I know everybody's going to be on one side or the other of this. Some of us are just tired of AMP. My first question is going to be to you, Tika. I'm going to ask you this, and then I'm going to come back to you about another question. But do you think that they went too far with AMP for the core audience to like AMP again? Because I feel like they turned him so badly that a lot of people who, when we first came into this, people loved AMP. Like, AMP was really a character that you really wanted to see win. But now they did do you think that they could ever get him back to where people will rock with him?
I think that they can. I mean, that's human life. You know what I mean? You go through stuff, and you are forgiven. Somebody forgives you at some point. You know what I mean? So I think that them bringing his mother along is going to give us more of a story of AMP. Like, we're going to get to learn a little bit more of AMP through his mother just showing up out the blue. I think they can go back to love the AMP. I ain't gonna say love, but they'll love him more if Dime wasn't on his side. Like,
Gotcha. And my next question is to Tamika so I do feel like AMP has a redemption story. I feel like when we first got this character, AMP, we got him in this kind of broken state, and you just wanted to see him win. He just got out of prison. We know that it's Madam's nephew. You just wanted to see him win. He was trying to do all the right things, and then they took this horrible turn, right? And then we broke him and Dime up, and now we're putting them back together. Do you think that putting these two back together is going to turn AMP into, like, do you think AMP is going to take a left turn again, or do you think AMP will stay on the right course and continue on redemption hill, or what?
I think AMP might take damn Dime out, child. I don't know. And I think his mama about to bring some messiness and foolishness and foolery. And and he might be evil because of her, and she might be bringing some evil stuff to Madam. So y'all might get the evil that y'all want. I don't know. Is Mama good or bad? There's a lot happening here that I want to see, but I don't trust it. Like, is he gonna snap? He may not mean to, but we know AMP ain't got it all. When he found out she was rolling around, and y'all keep talking about some pregnancy, I hope we don't see that, but if we do, what y'all think his reaction gonna be? Is he gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna take care of little baby B"? I don't think
so. Which brings me to my next question, Candy, because this is where I was going to lead into next with you. Is now that we've kind of talked about Amp's redemption story, right? And Amp says that he is on the right path. He's going to AA. He's trying to do all the right things. We know that they are leading us to this weird ass storyline that we really didn't want or need, but here we are. We know that they're leading us to this pregnancy storyline because the thing has to come out. Like it has to come out about Big D and Amp. I thought it would come out in like a fight, but I don't think that that's how it's going to come out now. I don't think it's necessarily going to be a fight. I think that Dime is going to end up being pregnant. And now that they have put them back together and they have slept together, and this is all within the same timeline, that now we are not going to know who the father of the child is per se. And that's like that just is what it is. She thinks she's on birth control, and we apparently didn't take a plan B or do any of that stuff. So here we are, right? This is a storyline they're walking us right into, and I know they are. You can't tell me they not. What do you think Amp is going to do you think Amp is going to accept this and want to move on with Dime? Or do you think that we are about to witness a whole nother debacle? Like, are we about to what's your thoughts on this whole thing? Like, will Amp stay on the straight and narrow, or is this going to break him?
Okay, so two things. I don't know the relationship between him and his mom, so that could be a vice and send him backwards, depending on what type of time she's on. The way Dime was chewing them damn pancakes, like she ain't ate in 30 days, like she was on a 30-day fast of water and just cabbage juice.
Not cabbage juice.
Baby Dime is expecting. She is with child. The blood has mixed, okay? We are, listen. And once useless D brings out that he slept with her, and he's probably going to give details, he's probably going to have an issue if the baby is not his, because they probably didn't use anything. I mean, I don't, her and Amp, and that probably will send him somewhere too. So he, like, Tamika said, hey, he might take Diamonds out. but honestly, I do think those two things can send him backwards. Okay. Because I don't know what type of time mom on. And you already don't like D, and it's fragile. Your relationship with Dime is fragile because of D. And then if she becomes pregnant, and she is pregnant, and she tell him and be honest with him, or D bring it out, child, it's gonna be hell in Eden. Okay.
Shit. Okay. Tisha. So we have a situation here. They're putting us on redemption road for Amp, right? Like we're supposed to try to connect back with this character again and try to like him in some way, form, or fashion. Let me just put it out there. Although I did not like the path Amp was going on, he is family. And I am definitely one of those people who are like, okay, I see that he's trying. Let's see where this goes. But I am a little bit afraid that this news that he's about to get eventually, with the mixture of his mom popping back up, because there cannot be a good relationship. If Madam was the one picking him up from the place, some may write either that. I got some theories about her, but I'm gonna hold on to them. What's your thought process on that? Will Amp stay on redemption road, or are we about to see Amp go back dark?
I think we're going to see Amp be in a very peculiar place. His reaction when he saw his mom was very much like, Mom. He longed for her. So with that information, we don't know whether she's good or bad, but I think he's going to be torn as to whether or not he's going to be on her side versus Madam's side. And Dime is not going to help the situation, especially answering the door like that to your mama. She could be very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? She just talking crazy and who the hell are you and all that mess. Ma'am, no. So you already started off wrong. So if she is pregnant, they don't know who the daddy is, and Big D or Little D, whatever he is, comes around. The mama's gonna have some say so about it. I think she's definitely gonna be talking in Amp's ear I'm your mama. I'm the one that cares, but she's gonna have some pity story as to why she hadn't been around, or whatever. But I think he's gonna be in a really peculiar place, and he's not gonna know which way to go. And I think it's going to jeopardize his sobriety for sure.
Okay. Well, the jury is out, y'all. They think that Amp is going to fall off the wagon. I don't know. I feel like we all were kind of mixed up in there. Like, I feel like for the most part, though, everybody kind of thinks that this situation, it might send Amp over. I mean, most of y'all pretty much said that Amp was going to take out Whatchamadoodie, and that's the same sentiments. Shout out to Tyra and Ashley. We have all been looking at this too, and they pretty much said the same thing. Everybody thinks that that Amp is gonna take these people out, y'all. Like,
yeah, I would love to see Amp just work on going to rehab and changing his life. But this is Eden. We know things don't be working that way. Like, I would love for him to focus on that. That's why I was mad that he was still trying to get back with Dom. I'm like, that's not what you need to be focused on right now. But
Nobody
here.
can have a normal life. Nobody in Eden can have a normal life. So
no, that's why Fuego is being worked on slowly but surely.
Okay, because when he get activated, I'm like, yeah. But I don't want to see Amp activated no more. Like, Amp activated is just the worst. We don't need that. Like, now, if he was activated in the sense of he turned into like a madam, that would be different. I might be here for that, because especially if he was on Madam's side with it, I might be here for that, because that's different. But him belligerent, drunk, doing all the things is just the biggest turnoff, and just makes you just want to choke that character. So yeah,
he was ugly last season. Oh, he was ugly. Oh God, he was ugly to the dance. He was ugly to everybody.
Yeah.
But I understand why he got there, because of Madam about to take him out. But and when that happened, it just sent him downhill fast. Like, he was ugly to everybody, and I didn't understand what the hell wrong with him. Hung the gal up on the wall and took her out. I said,
I mean, he didn't do it like that though.
He didn't mean to. That was aggressive smacks. That was that.
He was taking that. He was taking it out on that thing.
He was aggressive, and she got hung up on the hook. I said, Jesus.
Oh Lord. But just, as the sibling thing too, as somebody who struggles with their own sibling situations, child, people can be related that don't make them family.
Yeah, that's true.
They just related to you. That's all.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true. So I'm going to be more interested in the relationship between Madam and if this is her sister, like I said, I'm assuming it's a sister, and Carla. Like, I want to see them together. Like, as much as I wanted to know who Amp's mom was and what the backstory was, I was really, really probably more interested in the dynamics of this, because we don't talk about her. We don't hear about her. Even Cadillac never said anything about her. So what in the world is going on? Where has this woman been, and why is she not in their life? And what type of relationship does her and Madam have? Do they even have a relationship? Because clearly, if she's calling from block numbers, that means that they don't talk. So this is going to be interesting to me, and I'm excited to see exactly what it's going to be, y'all. So that was what was up, y'all, with season 4, episode 4. The next episode is where we'll get more into Tony. I'm excited to see this episode. Excited to see what this conversation is going to be like. Tika and I talked about the book, and we know that the book and the thing is very, very different. But in the book, of course, the parents just didn't like him. Like, they didn't want anything to do with him, and they were very much alive. They just didn't want anything to do with him. So I'm excited to see what we're going to bring to this story. So that'll be interesting. Ladies, I need to know y'all final thoughts and what you got going on. I'm going to start with you, Tisha. Thank you for coming to visit Club Eden. It's always a vibe over here for sure.
Yes, thank you.
I definitely appreciate having you. Candy and Tamika, they are no longer, they've been here. They've been up in here a hot minute. We've had a lot of people that have kind of rotated in and out, so we're happy to have you.
Thank you.
What do you got going on your channel, and what are your final thoughts? In reverse though, final thoughts and what you got going on your channel.
Okay, so my final thoughts. I'm like, bring it on. All of the scenarios. Come on, got face. Come on, Midnight, open up your eyes and come on with the drama to the mama. I don't know Amp's mama's name, but
Tony. Her name is
Tony, come on with the drama, Tony. I'm ready for it. So I am still on the road to 100 subscribers. Y'all know I'm still new around these YouTube parts. So I'd love to get there before the end of the year. I dropped a video about Mental Health Monday. Or hopefully I can drop up another one tomorrow. I still haven't done my family business season 5 videos, but they are coming. So just make sure you hit that notification bell. And then yeah, Love and Marriage Huntsville with Candy Love and Monique 69 Ways. We just dropped one right before we came to Club Eden. So make sure you check that out.
Hey,
And thank you again.
Of course, you're welcome. Shout out to Love and Hip Hop Huntsville, as Candy calls it. Candy, what you got going on your channel and your final thoughts in reverse, please, ma'am?
Final thoughts. This was a wonderful episode. It was a great episode from beginning to end. I cannot wait to see what goes on with Madam and Concierge. I want to know what's the next thing what's going to happen. What, we brought in a flashlight that exploded, like now what are we going to do next, and we had a vice that squeezed to pop the bump and pop the pimple. I just want to what are we going to do next? Midnight, brother, I think you need to think about the pretend grape. Ugh. Trouble, I think you need to use your words carefully and make sure they make sense when you use them. So when you talk to Madam about moving up, talk to her about that man stealing draws, okay? You just have meaningful words, Trouble. I need to see what's going to go with that. So I hope that is going to be Miss Patty. Who said when she fell on the car, that's crazy. We ain't thought about it no more since she hit the car. But yeah, I want to see this move along fast. Yeah, and I want to know what's going to come of this shirt for my boo. I really want to know what's going to come of this shirt. I need to know that ASAP to the pronto.
Okay, with his dumb self, but he's fine. But go ahead.
And on my channel, yes,
on your channel, sorry.
Love and Hip Hop Huntsville. Tomorrow, EJ and I will be doing the Medicine Wives. And on Wednesday, Tamika and Monique Tamika and Monique will be doing live after show, live reaction of Sisters. And please keep your notification bells on. I'm on the road to 600. I think I have 597 or something. So just, subscribe. Thank you, EJ. And thank you, Tika, for having us. Well, it's always a vibe.
Of course. Hey, DeMarcus. Tika and I actually already did that video. We actually talked about the book in its whole, so you can definitely go check it out. It's somewhere on either one of our pages, but it is definitely there. It was done as a live show, and we talked about the entire book from front to back. Tamika.
Hey, yeah. My thoughts is I like this episode. It had me laughing, it had me screaming when we had body parts flying and popped the balloon with homegirl head. It was a lot. Cursing them out, of course, when people was irking my nerves. So yeah, that's the stuff I'll be looking for when I come into Eden. Also, shout out, we had Lori Mayo. She left a bunch of comments. Deborah Amons, and I think it was Ronnie Love and D-Bear. Just to say a few of their comments. He said, Tandy's on Tandy's side. I agree with that. Laura Mayo said, what was one I wanted to read from her? Oh, Davis needs to be scared right about now. I agree with that, child. And she said she felt like Davis kind of caught on to Lola. I do feel like she might have caught on to her and switched that damn shirt out. And I was saying Doc was definitely giving slow motion for me. Like, why was we walking around and having conversations and still holding on to the shirt? I was just so confused. I can't. But as far as what is going on my channel right now, like Candy said, we usually do a first reaction right after Sisters. I do my review for Sisters and All the Queens Men, and then I'm doing Love During Lockup. And anything else, just keep your notifications on. You never know when I could be popping up. Did do what you should be watching in the top shows and movies of 2024. If y'all didn't see that. And we also was talking about seasonal depression and holiday blues, which a lot of us be feeling. But go check those out if y'all haven't seen those. And as usual, a good time was had in Club Eden. Thank you, ladies.
Hey, and my girl Tika D. Hey, Pooh.
Hey y'all. Listen, I'm looking forward to everything. I'm always just looking forward to a new episode. I definitely want to see what Q got going on, if he just running around smelling draws or if he really up to something. I definitely want to see more about Amp's mother, Miss Tony. Welcome to the show, Miss Tony. And I gotta see the next back and forth, the cat and mouse game between Madam as well as Concierge. I need to see what's the next, situation gonna be. I don't think we're gonna see any more booms for a while. But I think we're gonna see somebody else gonna get taken out. Somebody on somebody's team is about to be taken out. Because Madam just don't know who she messing with, according to Concierge. And PTSD is real. PTSD is real. Those moments that Blue were having is clearly like she was hearing back, not just that situation, but she was hearing something from her past. I don't know if Sis was I forgot what they call them. Not Secret Service, but it's a special force. I don't know if she was special force or whatever when she was in the military, but she has experienced a lot. So I'm hoping they will dive more into her actually going and sitting and talking to somebody, because therapy is necessary. So I'm hoping they'll give us more of that with Blue. And coming up on my channel, let me just say shout out to Yolanda Bynum that checked in on my channel. Uncle Charles, I don't know you, but thank you for stopping by. That's what's up. They call me Uncle Charles. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for kicking it with us tonight. And coming up on my channel, I will be doing another press junket with the Jameson Agency, and the Christmas film is called Queen of Christmas. It's going to be streaming on BET Plus. They have a trailer up there now for Queens of Christmas. Stars Essex Atkins. Oh my God, some of everybody is in it. Like some of everybody. Carl Gilliard. Brother Minister, he's a part of it as well. So there's a lot of characters that's going to be a part of that one. I'm also going to recap Red One. Y'all, if you don't know, I love Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So for him to be playing this character in Red One, which is also a semi-Christmas movie, also has Captain America in it as well. So I'll be recapping that. And then finally, every week I will give you guys a recap to Dexter. Y'all know if I talk about Ruthless, I'm gonna talk about the serial unalivers as well. So Dexter, Dexter Origins. They just came out with the first episode. I just did my recap on the first episode. So if you don't mind, for those of you that don't mind checking out Weird-ish, check out that recap that I did on Dexter. And that's it. And it's always a vibe at Virtual Club Eating. So thank y'all for coming through. We love it. We love it. We love it. And EJ, take us out of here. What you got?
Yes. First and foremost, this episode was great. I feel like I've said enough. Y'all already know how I feel about it. But as far as, couple of announcements, guys. As sad as it is for me to have to say this, the Family Business New Orleans, y'all won't be seeing it until the end of January sometime. We still do not have a direct date, but I did get that one little update. So we are going to have to wait on that. But we still gonna be here. We still excited. We're still ready for it. I'm still gonna be putting out some content on it. We still gotta finish up our book review of it, and I'm gonna be doing all the characters. So that just give me a little bit more time to do that. So we still gonna hype it up until we get there, because y'all know we ready. And that's our family business family. We love those guys, and we gonna hype up whatever they do. So with that being said, Arrington was just in a movie with Tia, so definitely check that out. It's called The Beauty Salon, something like that. Y'all don't give me the line. I can't remember the exact name, but y'all, it got Tia in it. It's called The Beauty Salon, and it's on Lifetime. So I check that one out. If y'all have not watched High Potential yet, Javicia is in High Potential, and it was really good. I did check that out. And then Tika just mentioned Carl, which he not a part of the Family Business no more, but he's still family regardless. And then I don't think anybody else had anything that I saw. I know that they put Stars rebooted, not rebooted. They it's on all black, but they moved it over to Stars. So it's now showing on there if you have not looked at. I think Tika talks about it actually. Don't you talk about Eric and Erica? I can't the double cross. Don't you talk about double cross? Okay. I think Tika talks about double cross.
I have talked about double cross. That's my woof. Y'all don't know about what you go.
Eric is fine.
Eric Cross, quit playing.
Okay, Eric is fine. But yeah, two of the family business characters playing that, Orlando and Deshaun. So just wanted to make sure y'all are watching that and supporting them. And then as far as on my channel, I just dropped. Did I drop anything else? No, I just did my EJ's Wild Theory video, which I'll do one of those a week, or at least I'm trying to. If I can come up with a theory for whatever it is that I'm watching, I'll drop those theories. And then I'm gonna do another theory. This is gonna be an extra one because I was only gonna do one, but I want to talk about Amp's mom, so I am gonna do something with that. And then, of course, Candy and I are going to be talking about Married to Medicine. I am going to be talking about I think I'm going to talk about Ultimatum. I do want to talk about that, like just do like a little quick video on it. I did do a video on Love Never Lies as well. So definitely check that out. I've been tapping my feet into these reality shows. So we'll see. But anyway, other than that, that's about it for now. So we're about to get up out of here, guys. We appreciate you guys. Shout out to everybody who came through. DeMarcus was over here. Vonnie Love was over here. No Weapon Formed Against Me. Pretty Girl Danny. We had Stephanie was in the building. Jarena was in the building. One Journey was in the building. Shay Miracle was in the building. We had Sherry in the building. Young Boy came through. Thank you to everybody who came through. Of course, we appreciate you guys, and we're about to get up out of here. Peace. Oh, and shout out to my niece. Y'all know she used to always be here with us on Club Eden, but y'all know she had her baby. So congratulations to her. But she wanted to be here with us today. I was going to surprise y'all.
Congratulations. I was thinking about her the last time was up here.
But so hopefully we'll get her to come.
We get Kaz back on the squad.
So she's always going to be an honorary member of Club Virtual Eden. The very first.
That's our madam.
Yes, that's madam.
The very first video, the very first live show I ever did, I did all the Queen's Men, and she watched all of it, and just so that she could get up here and do it with me because I was so terrified. So I she'll always be a part of this. So anyway, y'all, we appreciate y'all, and we're about to get up out of here, and we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a